looking at Rand Paul, it's hard for me to imagine how the Republican establishment really closes ranks behind him and supports him in November. They say they're going to. Are they going to?
Well, they have no choice. You know, I'm scratching my head on a number of things on this Rand Paul story in this respect. Let's just take Rand Paul and Mitch McConnell. Rand Paul has done something tonight that Mitch McConnell has never done. Rand Paul got more Republicans to turn out in a Republican primary than any Republican in the history of Kentucky. This is Mitch McConnell. This is the Senate Republican leader. And this is who Rand Paul essentially defeated. And, you know, you saw a statement tonight by Jim DeMint, who sort of become very much a kingmaker as far as the Tea Party movement's concerned, and some other folks, you know, really excited about Rand Paul. And I think you're going to start hearing some whispers about Mitch McConnell, and that's on the Republicans, on the Senate Republican side. And then you got what happened in this special election in Pennsylvania 12, and you've got hand-wringing going on among House Republican leadership, going, you know, how did we blow this? They're saying, how is it that this district went John Kerry to John McCain? President Obama's approval rating in the district, according to polls we've seen on both sides, in the 30s in this district. How is it that all of these, the wind at their back, and they didn't come even that close? It would have been one thing to lose a close election and say, well, hey, it's that Democratic Senate race in Pennsylvania and that did it. So there's a lot of potential intra-party feuding that could go on over the next couple weeks. Recriminations going, what's going on, questioning on the Senate Republican side of Mitch McConnell's leadership, and then questioning on some of the House Republican leadership.
When you say there may be questioning of Mitch McConnell's leadership on the Republican Senate side, maybe whispers we're hearing now about Mitch McConnell, do you mean that he may be in trouble in Kentucky in terms of somebody challenging him, or he may be in trouble in the Capitol building with another Republican senator challenging him?
He's going to have to be more worried about what's going on here in Washington, because you can look at legislative strategy. What happened with financial regulatory reform? You know, it was his strategy to say, you know what, we're going to skip the amendment process and the committee thing. This was his political strategy. We're going to go to the floor. Well, guess what? If whatever their goals were, it ended up with being a bill they like even less, a lot of Republicans in the Senate Republican caucus that's coming out of the Senate now, then say they would have had Bob Corker and some of the other Republicans who wanted to do some amendments in the committee process. So he's going to get hit with political strategy, second guessing with what happened in Kentucky, and then now some legislative strategy questioning with his leadership in the Senate. It's going to be a tough time to be Mitch McConnell over the next couple of weeks.